Now, I don't mean to be mean, but yeah, this is a really bad situation. And you know what? I got to just implement my philosophy for this channel. And that is, as a coach, as a teacher, whatever you want to call me, my duty is to tell you the truth, not sugarcoat things, not beat around the bush, not be, oh, am I going to offend this person? No, just hit you right between the eyes. And if that means that I come across as mean, then so be it. And that's what we have here. We have a situation where this person shared some things with me on YouTube. I threw out some more things, and then the reply back to me was just, you know what, I got to just be mean about it and tell this person. And if you have the same general idea, tell you also, you're going about this the very wrong way, and your conclusions are putting you in a spot where you're never going to learn, you're never going to show progress. So let's get to it. So this person says, I paper traded for 1 year on Thinkorswim. Now on the surface, that sounds like, wow, that's dedication. 1 year. That is a long time. However, paper traded, okay, fine, you're practicing. And who's heard the slogan, you know, practice makes perfect. That's totally garbage. Perfect practice makes perfect. In other words, if you go and practice the game of baseball with a hockey stick, are you practicing? Yes, you are. Are you practicing wisely? No, you are not. What were they doing? Well, they were developing strategies and made a solid 40% gain. Now, at this point, you're like, okay, Clay, we've just accomplished it. 40% gain. Clearly, they were practicing the right way. And this is completely a false conclusion. And it's hard for you, especially if you're brand new. I realize I'm just one person, but I can assure you, and you can go and listen to my podcast, you can just talk to other traders, but it's so common that it's a running joke within the trading community where people are like, oh yeah, you know, on paper, I make like thousands of dollars, right? On paper, when I'm demo trading or simulator trading, I'm like crushing it. I am absolutely crushing it. So, okay, well then when you go to the next phase, which is with real money, you're going to be crushing it too, right? At that point, I switched to live trading and proceeded to lose just about everything using the same strategies, returning a profit on approximately 10% of trades. Now, this is the first bit of coaching that I need to give. And again, I'm not asking you to take my word for it. Ask anybody that you respect within the trading world. But I was using the same strategies, and I went from paper trading to real trading with actual money, and then I only won 10% of the time with the same strategies. False. They're not the same. And how do I know that? Because trading on a demo, trading on a simulator, and then trading with real money in a real market environment, that's a very big apples and oranges. A huge apples and oranges. So right there, that reveals this person, and I get it. We're all beginners. That's the whole point of this video. He's built upon a false premise. I was using the same strategies. They're not the same. Paper trading, real money trading, very, very different things. And what's my proof of that? Well, he gave us our proof. Only 10% of the time. So we went from having 40%, growing his account 40%, to then only being right 10% on his trades. Yeah, that's the proof right there. You were not using the same strategies. I got back to paper trading for 6 months and made 60% return. Switched back to live and lost again. So there we have more data on, yeah, you're not doing the same thing. And there's various reasons for that. There's liquidity issues. There's the psychology of now your actual money that you've worked hard for is on the line. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But the point here being is that you've got to realize that there is no same. As soon as you go from demo trading to real money trading, it is not the same. The strategies are not the same because you have so many different components going on. Now, what was this person's conclusion? Most of it was bad luck, which seems to hit me in general life. Now, I want to give this person some credit. At least they used the word most. They didn't say all of it was bad luck. Most of it was bad luck, which, I mean, I'm sorry to hear you that, bad luck seems to hit you in life. However, I would also challenge you that maybe the bad luck isn't as much in your life as what you think it is, because I can guarantee you, and if this is mean, then so be it, bad luck is not your problem in trading. You don't know what you're doing. And I don't care what percentage you were making on paper, whether that's a year or 6 months, you were not doing the same thing when you went live. And my proof of that is, well, your very admission, which I applaud, is that you were losing money and things were going wrong. Now, what is bad luck? It does exist. For example, if you're in a trade and then there's just some news that nobody saw coming, so a terrorist attack or who knows what, and then the market just boom, or well then that's just bad luck. Like there was literally nothing you could have done about that. Although I would still argue that you could have a stop loss, but even on that angle, there could be massive amounts of slippage. So I'll concede that yeah, that's flat out bad luck. But other than that, there's not much bad luck out there. Maybe you're in a and then the price just out of nowhere spiked. Are you sure it was out of nowhere? So let me ask the person, do you know what an economic calendar is? Because a lot of times, and this was me when I was getting started, whoa, that move came out of nowhere. Well, did you check the economic calendar? Wait, what's that? Well, if you would have checked the economic calendar, you would have known that there was going to be an announcement at that exact time. So at that exact time, yeah, the price was going to probably spike in some direction. Oh, yeah, so I guess that wasn't really bad luck. That was, dare I say, my own fault. And that's just one example of how I assure you, most of it was not bad luck. If any of it was bad luck, I could very realistically say none of it was bad luck. You just didn't know what you were doing, and that's why trading's hard, because you can think you know what you're doing through the demo and the simulator paper trading, whatever you want to call it, and then you hop into the real world of trading, and wait, what is going on? This is nothing rare. This is not, I don't mean to be mean, but I do mean to be mean. You're not special. You are not special. Your story is, like I said, it's so common that it's literally a running joke amongst traders, because we all know that, yeah, I get it. Everything's working kind of on my demo and my paper trading results, but the true test will be when this goes into real actual money trading. So no, you're not special. You're not unique. This case is very, very common. Okay, well, what is the solution to all this? And this is where I will admit right now, I have zero credibility. Why do I have zero credibility? Because I sell classes. I sell mentorship. So it's more than rational. It's more than fair on your part for you to say, oh, Clay, so let me guess. I'm supposed to buy your class and get your mentorship because you sell it. No, I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is you need some structured environment. You need paper trading, but you need to be underneath watchful eyes that can quickly tell you, wait a minute, you're paper trading, but that's not realistic. That doesn't make any sense. That's not going to work because when you do this and then you translate to the real world, it's going to do that. You need some sort of watchful eye. And I hate to break it to you, but being on some sort of random Reddit message board or some random Discord chat room with a bunch of who knows who, I would not consider that a watchful eye. You need to be around other quality traders. You need to be around traders that manage risk, know how to manage risk, know what the pitfalls are when you go from paper trading to real life trading. You need to be in an environment, whether that's mine or somebody else's that you trust more, that you like more, than you just going it alone. Because when you go it alone and you're paper trading for a year, I mean, this person wasted a year. I mean, that's sad, and I applaud them for practicing, but when you're practicing the game of baseball with a hockey stick, these are the sorts of things that are going to happen. So yes, I know. The guy that offers mentorship, the guy that offers a community, of course he's going to tell us that. And I totally get it. That's why I say I don't have any credibility. But that doesn't take away from the fact of that's the actual solution to all this is you got to be doing your paper trading and you got to know, you got to make, at the end of the day, you've got to be sure that you're practicing what you should be practicing. Because if you're not doing that, you're going to have exactly these problems. So yes, sorry to report you, bad luck is not your problem. Your problem is you don't know what you're doing, and many examples for that. The glaring one being you thinking that you're doing the same when you don't get to use the word same when going from paper trading to real money trading. And for anybody with experience, feel free to back me up down in the comment section with that. So yes, if this came across as me being a jerk, so be it. But like I said, my job as your coach and teacher is to tell people what they need to hear, not necessarily what they want to hear. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.